we have already discussed in the beginning of this lesson the effects of heat on states of matter. Heat brings changes in the state of matter. We have also learnt in our previous class the melting point and the boiling point of a substance. Melting point is the temperature at which matter changes from solid to liquid. Boiling point is the temperature at which matter changes from liquid to gas. Here in this topic we will discuss only the effect of heat on the matter during the change of state. Let us first discuss the latent heat of fusion. Let us perform an activity to learn about the latent heat of fusion. Take 100 grams of crushed ice in a beaker. Note the initial temperature of ice, that is T1, which is equal to 0 degrees centigrade, with the help of a thermometer. Heat the beaker with the help of a spirit lamp and record the temperature of the ice at equal intervals of time till the ice changes into water. Now we will plot a graph taking time on x-axis and temperature of ice on y-axis. Now you can observe the graph carefully. You can see three zones: AB only for ice, BC ice and water, and CD only for water. In zone BC, temperature remains constant, that is only 0 degrees centigrade, till all the ice changes to water. Now, let us see the definitions of specific latent heat of fusion, and latent heat of vaporization. The heat required to convert unit mass of a substance from a lower state to a higher state without the rise in temperature is called the specific latent heat. The quantity of heat utilized by a substance to change from solid state to liquid state without the rise in its temperature is called latent heat of fusion. The quantity of heat utilized by a substance to change from liquid state to gaseous state without rise in its temperature is called latent heat of vaporization. Now, look at the various values of specific latent heat of vaporization and specific latent heat of fusion for certain substances in calorie per gram units. The specific latent heat of vaporization of water is 539.55 calories per gram. The specific latent heat of vaporization of mercury is 70 calories per gram. The specific latent heat of vaporization of ethyl alcohol is 204 calories per gram. The specific latent heat of fusion of aluminum is 93 calories per gram. The specific latent heat of fusion of copper is 50.6 calories per gram. The specific latent heat of fusion of ice is 79.71 calories per gram, and the specific latent heat of fusion of naphthalene is 35.6 calories per gram.